Daishiong drank a bottle of soda. After drinking it, he could transform into any animal he wanted. It was a transformation drink. Though it didn't make him look like an animal, it could turn him into one. As long as he really focused on becoming the animal in his mind, it would work. Before long, Daishiong turned into a horse. He hopped around, excited, but felt like his transformed self looked a bit weird. But he didn't care. The most important thing right now was to find Panghu, that tiger. He happily ran down the street, feeling like a real thoroughbred. Not only could he run fast, but he could also jump far. But then, he overheard people talking. Look, a dog wearing clothes. That dog looks like a hippo or a pig. Daishiong felt uncomfortable. I'm a legit horse, okay? Not a dog. Forget it. I'll change back, he thought. After changing back, his clothes were all stretched out. Just then, he heard a familiar voice from a nearby field. Daishiong's face twisted in annoyance. It was time to mess with Panghu again. But before he could transform, Panghu caught him and gave him a good beating. After the beating, Daishiong finally managed to change back into a horse. He thought maybe he hadn't drunk enough of the potion. Back at home, he saw Doraemon wasn't around. Daishiong grabbed the drink from the table and chugged it all down. As he drank, he pulled out every animal book he could find and started flipping through them, recording everything. Soon, he was off to bother Panghu and Xiaofu, Sunio, making silly faces to mess with them. When it looked like they were about to catch him, Daishiong quickly transformed into a rabbit, and they missed him entirely. Seeing Daishiong turn into a rabbit, he quickly figured out he was using the transformation drink. Panghu signaled to Xiaofu to surround him from both sides and trap him. This time, Daishiong got smarter. As they got closer, he suddenly changed into an elephant. Seeing such a massive animal, Panghu and Xiaofu turned pale with fear. They tried to run but couldn't move their legs fast enough. Daishiong used his trunk to lift them both and tossed them into the air. After the wild ride, he didn't dare stick around and fled without looking back. Daishiong was more excited than ever now. He transformed into a lion and gave some pedestrians a fright. He felt so exhilarated, turning into different animals. The pedestrians, however, freaked out and ran off to call the cops. By the time the cops arrived, Daishiong hadn't even finished getting dressed. He had to hide behind a cement pipe. The officers saw the clothes scattered around and assumed a child had been eaten by an animal. They split up to search, but when they got behind the pipe, there was nothing there. Daishiong had turned into a mouse at the last second and slipped away. While running, a black cat pinned him down, but luckily, he had transformed into a cat and avoided disaster. Now, Daishiong was totally confused. Every time he looked at something, he just turned into it. He turned into a puppy and fell from the roof. Mid-air, he changed into a bird and flew off, not sure what to do next. On his way home, he saw Jing Xiang, Shizuka. In the blink of an eye, Daishiong turned into Jing Xiang's exact likeness. Jing Xiang was shocked to see herself, especially when Daishiong admitted it was him. Furious, she splashed water all over him, but when she looked closer, Daishiong had transformed into a frog and jumped on her head. She was about to pass out from frustration. Next, Daishiong changed into a fly and zoomed back home. When he saw a cockroach, he turned into one too. Daishiong's mom screamed at the sight of the cockroach, and Daishiong struggled to climb up the stairs, but his mom, armed with a broom, knocked him out of his transformation. She saw him lying motionless on the floor. Doraemon, who had just returned, could only shake his head. I told you not to drink so much of that stuff.